All right, some more breaking news that we are getting is as far as the Kathua terror strike is concerned, the BSF or the Border Security Force is inspecting the international border in Samba-Kathua belt to detect any signs of fresh breach of the border for fresh infiltration to carry out this particular strike. So far, they haven't detected any breach, but the exercise is presently and currently on. That's the latest breaking news that we are getting in as far as the Kathua terror strike is concerned. Remember, 2 policemen have been killed and 9 injured, including 7 CRPF men in a terror attack in Kathua in the Jammu region. Reports say 4 terrorists are involved in the attack. Army sources say it is a Fidayeen attack. We're also getting information that terrorists have split into 2 groups and another attack could be launched. Schools and army camp areas have been put on high alert. The incident occurred in the morning after terrorists attacked a police station in Raj Bagh. Home Minister has spoken to the DGP of Jammu and Kashmir and heads of other security agencies in J&K and is closely monitoring this entire situation. We are joined in by Atir Khan, who's tracking the Home Ministry angle at this moment. Gaurav Samant to get us the army's point of view, as well as Shuja ul Haq to tell us what really the state government over there is doing as it is dealing with its first major terrorist challenge, this particular present dispensation. Shuja, just take us through what latest information are we getting?
Well, Sanket, at this moment what we are getting from the sources on the ground is the fact that the encounter is very much on, and the worry that looms large is about the manner that these guys have taken to infiltrate from across the international border. Remember, this has been a very hot area for many months. In fact, we've been reporting about the crisis on the international border and the possibility that those situations could be used by militants to cross over, and it actually did happen. And what the modus operandi clearly suggests is that these militants have taken the advantage of darkness, and they have managed to sneak in and waited till dawn before they could specify the target that they had to attack, and then went ahead to create this entire havoc. At this moment, what we are learning is that at least various wings of the security establishment are involved in this operation. The Jammu Kashmir Police's Special Operations Group, which is trained to carry out these kind of operations, is on the job, while there are other agencies, including the Army and the CRPF, which are also making sure that this operation ends in a successful manner, and these militants are flushed out as soon as possible, and are ensuring that as less collateral damage is incurred in terms of civilian.
Absolutely. The biggest challenge at this moment, Shuja, the biggest challenge at this moment, as Gaurav was also telling us, that there are families of police officials who are presently inside that Raj Bagh compound, close to 15 families who are presently inside, and that only increases the risk of casualty at this moment. Gaurav, just take us through what really is, the army's planning as far as this particular operation is concerned, and also what is the strategy to make sure that this apprehension that is there, that there could be some other terrorists also who have gone undetected so far. One does not know what they may end up doing, because they dropped a lot here at Raj Bagh, and then there are others who are suspected to be on the loose.
Sanket, from what sources are telling us, at the moment they're concentrating at the Raj Bagh police station. This has been surrounded. There are 3 layers of cordon around this place so that nobody sneaks out. There are several policemen, including commandos, who've been deployed on top of several buildings around this place to keep a hawk eye on the situation. Now, there is very careful planning that's going on to prevent collateral damage. There will be no rushing in of troops. A surgical strike will be mounted only when they know where the terrorists are hold up and the number of terrorists who are inside, to avoid any loss of life to civilians inside. There perhaps could be an attempt to talk to these terrorists and tire them out. So it remains to be seen what is the best next course of action. But there is no Hollywood style rushing in of troops, is what one of my sources was telling me. They will surround this place, try and engage with them, figure out where they are. There is a lot of technology available at their disposal that could help them in this operation, and they have time on their side. That is what my sources told me about the Raj Bagh police station operation. As far as this information about other terrorists having sneaked across, into other parts of Kathua, perhaps heading towards Jammu or the Vaishno Devi shrine, that is unsubstantiated at this point of time. That is why vehicular movement has come to a complete standstill. Civilians have been asked to move out. The highway is closed. The Jammu-Pathankot highway has been closed. Additional security forces are being deployed around, whether it's an army school, civilian schools, hospitals, shrines, army locations. There have been two major attacks of this nature in the past. The first time in 2013 in Samba, the second time Tarna Nala in 2014. This appears to be similar, a pre-dawn, movement from across the international border. Terrorists wait out in the fields, and then early morning they either hijack a vehicle or they have a local contact who takes them to a sensitive location for a high visibility strike. So all of this follows a pattern. Here the security forces say they will tire out the terrorists before eliminating them.
All right, full detailed strategy. Gaurav Sawant is telling us what he has gathered from his sources in the Indian Army. Let's also get in a perspective as far as what the Home Ministry is doing. Atif, the Home Ministry is closely monitoring this entire situation. I believe the Home Minister, Rajnath Singh, has even spoken to authorities. Just take us through how the situation is being monitored here at the centre.
Well, that's right, Sanket. It was only yesterday that the Home Minister had given a statement that Pakistan should stop proxy war and stop using terror outfits like Lashkar-e-Toiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. And if that happens, there could be peace in South Asian region. But then this incident has happened only 24 hours after this statement. The Home Minister is more concerned because the CRPF Jawans, among the casualties are CRPF Jawans, and which is under the Home Ministry, and that is why he personally called the DGP to take stock of the situation and has assured him of all help. He's also directed the Home Secretary to closely monitor the situation, and the BSF has also been mobilized to probe the incident and further curtail such incidents. Now the Home Ministry has already been monitoring the situation in J&K ever since Masarat Alam has been released, and it is going to closely focus on that aspect. But this incident could be an indication of things to come. That's why the government wants to nip it in the bud. But this incident has caused several inconveniences. Also the blockage of highway and the possibility of these terrorists going at other places have also not been ruled out. So Home Ministry is keeping a close watch on the situation there. Saket.
All right, let's first increase the audio on that footage. Let's quickly play that footage that we were playing just a short while ago. I believe some fresh firing has begun.
जो है वो जारी है और आर्मी की कोशिश है जल्द से जल्द इस पूरे इलाके को खाली कराया जा सके और यहाँ से जो है सबको यहाँ से निकाल कर जो है मैं तो बिल्कुल नहीं चला इधर
That are coming in at this moment of army deployment over there now. So far the CRPF as well as the local police was carrying out the operation. Now we can see that the army is in fact moving in, as Gaurav Sawant was telling us. There is a plan that the army actually has to tire out these terrorists. But Gaurav, the latest is that heavy firing has been heard from close to the Raj Bagh post. We had just increased the audio on that particular feed that we were getting.
That's right. We saw a mine-protected vehicle, an MPV that went in, and immediately after the MPV, that was the Army's quick reaction team in Kathua that was immediately deployed. The initial forces will try and contain the situation, and then the special forces move in for the surgical strike. At this point of time, from what my sources had initially told me, their basic aim is to ensure that these terrorists are eliminated. If there are other terrorists, they would only know through some kind of communication, and for that, whether it's signal intelligence, whether it's this, the NTRO, the civilian establishment, they are monitoring multiple frequencies, multiple lines. They will know if there are other teams. But the immediate aim is to counter these terrorists who are inside the Raj Bagh police station, Sanket.
Right, Gaurav Sawant, Atir Khan as well as Shujaul Haq, do stay on with us. This is going to remain our top focus here on Headlines Today. Time now for a short break. Be back with this story and a lot more.